Tonight on Alaska's news source, troopers arrest 2 people who were wanted today, what they were charged with ahead. Plus, walking a mile in her shoes, people in Anchorage gathered to raise money for sexual assault services.
And while storms finally subside in Southeast, the interior is in store for a taste of early winter.
And gathering in Anchorage to celebrate the season, we join in on the fun at a fall harvest festival in Anchorage.
You're watching Alaska's news source.
Alaska State Troopers have arrested 2 people who were wanted and possibly in the Mat-Su Valley. Troopers were asking for help finding them today. They say Jackie Caswell was wanted on charges of murder, criminally negligent homicide, endangering the welfare of a minor, and endangering the welfare of a child. Troopers also say Sergei Krukov was wanted on the charge of endangering the welfare of a minor. AST says the 2 cases are connected. And the click of heels took over the Diamond Center Mall today. That's because the annual fundraiser Walk a Mile in Her Shoes took place. It's just like it sounds. People walked a mile around the Diamond Mall, some wearing high heels. Anchorage firefighters were one group that participated. The event is put on by STAR, an organization that supports sexual assault victims in Alaska. Walk a Mile has changed since it was created. Originally, it was meant for men to wear heels to literally step into her shoes, but has grown to include everyone. The event helps fund all the services that STAR provides.
Our goal is to raise $20,000 today, and all of that supports our critical services, our 24-hour crisis line, of our support services, court accompaniment, and our prevention programs as well.
STAR has 2 phone numbers. They are on your screen. It is a free resource for anyone dealing with sexual trauma. Someone will be on the other end of the phone 24/7. And we're only a week into the fall season, Bailey. It seems like winter is already approaching.
Yeah, it is. I mean, those temperatures are already feeling really chilly, and especially if you're in the interior, we're going to have our first freeze tonight, which is really exciting, and then also the first snow accumulation in the interior. So lots is happening regarding winter coming, and I mean, fall just happened. Usually our first freeze happens about 2 weeks ago in Fairbanks, so we're 2 weeks overdue, but that should be changing up this weekend, which is pretty exciting. And then in Anchorage, that should be happening pretty soon as well. But just looking across the state in terms of precipitation, the Southeast has been getting rocked by some fall storms, nearly 2 feet of rain in Ketchikan just from this month alone. So we'll see what those totals add up to by the end of the month, but it's pretty interesting. And then just across the state, we're looking at overcast skies, and you can really feel those fall conditions and that fall weather. But of course, in the interior, we're starting to feel some of those more winter-like temperatures, definitely cooling down quite a bit. And then across the state, we're seeing those in South Central, we're starting to see some of those rainy conditions. But looking ahead into Sunday with our day planner and our photo from Tommy Doc Jr., we're going to have a little bit of a change-up. Some mostly sunny skies are ahead for Sunday. So wrapping up our weekend with those mostly sunny skies. And then those temperatures are still going to be pretty cool. Around 49 degrees is what we're expected for our high tomorrow. So that should be pretty nice and sunny. So make sure you get outside while you still can. And just statewide, we're looking at dry conditions in the west. And then, of course, some of those scattered showers lingering and tapering off in southeast. So it's kind of nice, a little bit of a break from those storms we've been seeing. But Michaela, it's time for Brain and Braun Fun Fact, which actually goes hand in hand with the fun fact from last week, which is that leaf senescence is whenever, it's the biological process of the leaf pretty much just dying, and that's what brings the fall color. But our fun fact is from a viewer today, from Kurt Mueller, and it's about abscission, which is the process of leaves just falling off a tree and from plants pretty much just kind of getting rid of those little plant components like that.
I'm loving all these fall sciencey facts.
I know, from viewers too, it's pretty fun.
That is. Thanks, Bailey. The door to summer has officially closed and fall has begun. And the residents of Government Hill in Anchorage are celebrating their growing season. With a block party at the Government Hill Commons, the group shared food, music, and looking forward to the future after 10 years of successful growing. It was also one of the Muni's 50th anniversary events. Along with the celebration of the harvest, the group was also celebrating the opening of the new gate. For the kids, the fire department showed up and gave them a tour of the fire truck, but that wasn't all. There was also a scavenger hunt.
It's been very popular with the kids, and then they bring it back to the booth with their scavenger sheet all stamped and completed, and then we enter a ticket. We write them a ticket and enter it into the drawing for our raffle.
The group hopes this becomes an annual event, and they want to celebrate the completion of their fence to keep the moose out of their garden.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.